Hey guys, what's going on? It's Bryfrost here, coming at you today in Escape from Tarkov. And today we have some quick balancing changes to review over here today, and it's kind of continuing that trend of actual W's to the hardcore wipe. So let's just go ahead and jump in here. As you can see on screen, this occurred yesterday, basically, at this point. Now they unlocked Proper and Skier to level 4 if you have the conditions for those. And then, guys, we have the super goaded changes here. So we have basically the rest of the level 4 traders are now available to get, assuming you have the unlock conditions. And then the restock timers are not nearly as long as they used to be. I don't think they'll be anywhere near the 10 hours or however high that was. It almost seems like they're kind of back to around what they normally are, at least from what I could tell. Then we have the items that you sell to traders sell for a increased price, and then the items that you buy from traders are at a reduced price. So that is great just to help the punishment of the wipe and make those gripes, less impactful and make the game more enjoyable for sure and more friendly to more players. So then we have Matthew here basically saying to leave the flea market off because and just give more items to the traders, which if they did do that, that would be a good thing. I think that's the only way that they could make no flea market kind of work in a sense, because right now, with them not adding more offers to the traders to help supplement no flea market, I don't think it really works in its current state, or at least it's not nearly as fun. And I still think here from the end of his statement that if the flea market was here or not, I think the amount of cheaters is still going to be about the same amount. There's people who are RMTing in various ways and selling services and task and progression and all this stuff. So I don't think that's really going to change. We have Sin here on the opposite side of the spectrum saying that he's holding out for the flea market. Well, he might be holding out for a long time. I honestly don't know if it will be back in this wipe. We have Sheaf saying almost back to normal Tarkov. Yep, we are slowly reverting back to that normal gameplay loop. And we have Globardo here. Basically, here he's talking about barters are better than the flea market. And his argument is that it makes looting have more meaning. It's supposed to be an extraction shooter looter, right? So flea makes no sense. I kind of disagree with this statement because at its core, you still have to go into a raid. You're still risking your gear, and you still want to loot, items, right? So it's either are you looting for more barters or are you looting for more high value? So at the end of the day, you're still going in to fill up your bag. It just depends on what the items are, right? And so it kind of comes to a point where, I think I enjoy looting more high value items a lot more than looting a bunch of bolts and barter items like weapon parts and stuff, at least in my opinion. And then you can just get the stuff that you need and what you want. And also, another secondary problem of this is your stash just gets fully overloaded. You're having to hoard things. It's like, oh, I know I can't get this rig. I can't get this armor. I can't get these guns easily. I can't get these attachments easily. So now you're having to hoard a bunch of items, and it just becomes a mess. It becomes a nightmare. The flea market helps to alleviate a lot of this pain. You're able to buy and sell as you need and contribute to a player market, just like how the real world is. So, in my opinion, I think it's, you're at the end of the day, you're still going in, you're still trying to get that loot, you're still trying to survive and get out, and it just depends on how you're getting it, right? And one more thing on this topic as well is having to remember barters on top of your hideout, on top of quest items, and now, yeah, like barters. It's just like you have to remember so many items and what they're for. And it's like, oh, I don't remember if this was a barter item. Is this a hideout item? Am I trying to craft something? Is it a craft item? So, I mean, that just adds to another layer to almost a laundry list of what is for what, as opposed to, oh, I can get money and then I can go buy. I know what I want to look for. I know what I want to run. I know what I want to buy, what ammo and all that stuff. So, what meds. So, that's just how I see it. I think it just makes it a more simplified and still an engaging experience though, and it just, you know, keeps it more streamlined, I guess is really what I was trying to say there. And then we have Bad down here saying the end of the double squeeze. So talking about the, you know, the buy and sell price differences there being a good thing. Totally agree there. Then guys, over here on the Reddit, I actually saw some pretty interesting posts here just to share with you guys. A little bit of fun to have before we end the video. So basically here is a screenshot of a daily that a player got in PvP. And as you can see from the reward down here, he's going to get 4 LEDXs. He's going to get 2 Zagastans and a P22 and the company director's room key, which I believe is a pretty rare key to get on customs for the skier quest to go get his wallet or something in a room in the new factory area. So just an insane quest, and all he has to do is kill 20 scavs with headshots on woods. I mean, this one looks like pretty much a no-brainer to do, right? If you're not grinding your butt off all day to get this completed, then that's just crazy, right? That's such a great reward, and that's all the LEDXs you'll need. So that's just super sick, super good reward there for this young fella right there. And then we have another post here I thought was interesting. So as you can see, their 12th scav rate of the wipe, and if we just look at the loot here, they got 2 RSASs and a bunch of loot that came from the dorms marked room. So as you can see here, they spawned with the dorms marked room key, I assume, or they found it in raid, maybe a lucky jacket or something. And they pulled all of these key cards, the Bitcoin, the dog tag case, the LEDX, the rooster, and that's just crazy, guys. So that kind of leads to what I'm going to segue the video into here in just a moment. So then I had one more post here I wanted to go ahead and show you guys. It is some more marked dorms loot here. So basically everything highlighted in red is what this player found in marked dorms. So we have the RSAS here, a Red Rebel, a Deagle, MP7, a key case, and 2 key cards here, guys. So yeah, it looks like the marked rooms and a lot of the rare spawns are actually buffed, as they have stated now at this point. So if you do have marked keys stacked up, you know, your streets keys, your customs, or your reserve, go ahead, and I would recommend go ahead, give them a shot, see what you find in there. I've even seen screenshots from the Labyrinth. I would go ahead and run that as well. It looks like the loot there is restored to at least mostly of its former glory. So make sure you go ahead. I want to hear from you guys. If you do loot these rooms, go ahead and let us know. What have you been getting from these rooms? Are they actually worth looting now? It seems like from what we're seeing, it definitely is, and what I've been seeing. So yeah, just go ahead and let us know. But anyways, guys, don't want to ramble on for too long. Thank you so much for all the love and support lately on the videos. I really do appreciate it. And I hope that you enjoyed this one as well. And until next time, take care, guys.